Well, g'day there everybody. Here we have a Yale rim cylinder, and of course the Yale has that what they call a paracentric keyway. I've done a bit of reading on this paracentric business, and the warding on each side of the keyway goes over the centre line, and I believe that's why they're called paracentric keyways, because of the profile cut into the plug. It's to do with the warding apparently, which makes it difficult to get a pick around that warding to get onto the pins, because you've got two wards there to negotiate around. However, leave that aside for the moment. I pulled it down. Now just bear with me for a second. I have picked that a couple of times, and I'm still trying to familiarise myself with the various pin designs, mushroom, serrated, spools, etc, etc. This felt like it had, well, to me, like I said, I'm still familiarising myself with the different types of pins, but it felt like it had a serrated pin in it. So I thought, well, I'll strip it down. Well, all the pins are normal, key pins and driver pins, except for one, which is a spool. Now I thought it was a serrated because it spools that I've seen in my stripping locks down of that centrepiece has been cut down a lot lower than what this one is. It's not a mushroom because it's cut machined the same as a spool, parallel. It's not tapered at all, so I would say that's a spool. Now, because it's only got the short gap machining at the top here, that's probably why I was sort of starting to think, oh, it might be a serrated pin. But however, it's a spool. So, okay, I'll be back shortly. Okay, well, the reason for that silent video was because this is a little bastard of a thing to pick. I got it back together obviously. It's only got one spool pin in it, but because of that profile on the keyway, it's tricky to get, and that's about take number 14 to get that on camera. Yeah, well, alright, that's all I can say about it. That one's pretty much exhausted me the last couple of days. I've picked it I don't know how many times off camera, and when I turn the camera on, it just doesn't, I just can't get it. So I turn the camera off, have another go. I think I picked it 2 or 3 times, relatively quick succession, and then failed on the camera every time. Then after that, I haven't been able to pick it for a few hours. just, I don't know, I've lost it. So I just thought I'd have another go at it and start it off as a silent movie, and if I pick it, well, then I can discuss it. I believe I used this very thin knife pick with probably a shallow hook, I suppose, and I put the tension wrench, we'll lock it up again, across the keyway, across the warding in the keyway. I didn't use top of keyway or bottom of keyway. I actually used it across the warding, and that way I could use the tensioner as a leverage point. Alright, that's it, finished. Hooroo.